Hey everybody, Matt here from Zpacks, and today I'm going to help you decide which Plex tent is right for you. Proper shelter selection is one of the most essential factors to ensure your trip will be a success. With all the options out there, it can be difficult to choose which shelter is right for you. Typically, the major concerns for most people when researching a shelter are protection, usable space, vestibule size, weight, packed volume, ease of setup, number of required stakes, and the size of the footprint. It is important that you identify your specific shelter needs before comparing tents. Our Plex tent line includes what we believe are the best 1, 2, and 3-person ultralight tents on the market. Before talking about our individual tent models, let's talk about some of the features that all of our Plex tents share. Our entire lineup of 3-season Plex tents are constructed from Dyneema composite fabric. Dyneema is the strongest and most durable lightweight fiber in the world. All of our tents easily set up with 1 or 2 trekking poles set to 48 inches. Tent poles are also available for purchase separately, if needed. All corner and wall tie-outs on our Plex tents feature line lock adjusters, allowing you to lock in the perfect pitch. Each entry features a rainbow zipper, which gives you ample space to get in and out of the tent. An 8x8 mesh pocket is conveniently located just inside each door. It can be easily accessed from the inside or outside of the tent, and is a great place to store your phone or glasses. The canopy on our Plex tents overhang the bathtub floor and screen doors by 4 to 5 inches. In calm rain or under dripping trees, the doors can be left open to allow for airflow while preventing water from dripping in. For even more protection from light rain spray when the doors are open, use the included elastic to pull the screen away from the opening. Overlapping storm doors that can be opened or closed independently come standard across the Plex line. In almost all conditions, at least one downwind door can be left open. Leave 1 or 2 doors open in nice weather for a breeze and great views. Closing the downwind and upwind doors will block cold wind and rain, providing 360-degree rain protection. The overlapping doors are closed with custom-made metal hooks. The doors also feature a toggle at the center to help keep them pinned during foul weather. When the storm doors come together, they create a vestibule. The vestibule provides enough space for storing a wet backpack or muddy shoes. Vestibule space can easily be accessed from inside the tent through the rainbow zipper. A solid, sewn-in 8-inch tall bathtub floor comes standard on all of our Plex tents. Screen is sewn between the bathtub floor and the walls around the perimeter of the tent, allowing for ventilation even when the doors are closed. An elastic cord keeps the bathtub elevated, ensuring the screen slopes downwards, away from the bathtub. Any condensation should run down the walls and out through the downward sloping screen, rather than onto the floor. All 3 of our Plex tents pack down small and easily fit horizontally in our packs. They are shipped in loose stuff sacks for easy packing and will squish down flatter in your backpack. Now that we've covered the similarities between our tents, let's go over each model's individual differences. Let's start by talking about our lightest enclosed shelter, the one-person Pleximid. Featuring a unique rectangular panel at the peak, the Pleximid is perfect for solo hikers who are looking for a single pole, ultralight shelter with plenty of room for an average-sized person. The tent pitches with a minimum of 6 stakes, however up to 10 can be used in windy conditions. Extra stakes also help pull the walls out for more interior space. 62 inches at its widest, including the vestibule, and 100 inches long, the Pleximid's footprint enables you to pitch your tent even in the tightest of spaces. Unlike the Duplex and Triplex, the Pleximid only has a single entryway. With an internal floor width of 38 inches at the center and a length of 7.5 feet, the Pleximid has more than enough room for a hiker 6 foot or shorter. There's even enough leftover space to store some gear. This tent has plenty of room to sit up in. I'm 6'2" and I can comfortably fit inside without hitting the ceiling. There is more than enough room at the head and the foot of the tent to prevent the walls from brushing against you when laying down. The Pleximid is ideal for minimalist hikers with low base weights, obsessed with shaving every ounce. The streamlined featured set caters to hikers crushing miles and looking for the lightest tent available. Next up is our most popular tent, the 2-person Duplex. A fantastic choice for any hiker, the Duplex is an ultralight shelter with enough room for 2 hikers or 1 person and their gear. The Duplex features a 2-pole setup and requires 8 stakes to pitch. With enough practice, setup is lightning fast and straightforward. Measuring at 86.5 inches wide, including the vestibules, and 100 inches long, the Duplex has a wider footprint than the Pleximid, but can still be pitched in tight spots if needed. The Duplex features 2 rainbow zipper entryways. allowing for easy entry regardless of which doors are closed. This also gives you access to either vestibule when inside the tent. A more roomy option than the Plexamin, the Duplex has plenty of space for 2 average people to stretch out. The Duplex has also become a favorite of solo thru-hikers looking for a shelter that has enough room to lay out all of their gear. If you are particularly tall, you might try popping up the side guidelines using our trekking pole cups for even more headroom. You could also lay inside the tent at an angle to maximize your space. We also offer an optional Flex upgrade for the Duplex. The Flex kit transforms the Duplex into a freestanding shelter, perfect for pitching on platforms, hard soil, or when car camping. The Duplex is a versatile ultralight tent, great for a variety of outdoor disciplines, and it's become the go-to tent for thru-hikers around the world. Lastly, let's talk about our largest tent, the 3-person Triplex. The perfect ultralight tent for a hiking couple, the Triplex has enough space for 3 average-sized hikers, 2 larger adults with a small dog, child, or extra gear. The Triplex's setup is nearly identical to the Duplex, only requiring 2 poles and 8 stakes to be pitched. You can also use up to 12 stakes in windy conditions. Much wider than the Plexamin and Duplex, the Triplex measures 101.5 inches wide, including the vestibules, and 100 inches long. The Triplex provides a huge livable space for you and your hiking partners. The Triplex's floor measures at 60 inches wide, allowing for 3 20-inch pads and a ton of space to spread out. The Triplex is a huge ultralight tent that is perfect for hiking couples, small families, and people who love to travel with their pets. Well, that covers our head-to-head comparison of our Plex tent line. We hope we were able to help you narrow down which tent is right for you. For more information, click the link in the corner or in the description below. If you have any additional questions, please leave a comment or reach out to us at zpacks.com. Please don't forget to hit subscribe to stay up to date on the latest product information, gear overviews, and our upcoming adventures. Until then, see you outside.